you know, people kind of look at you and they're like, oh, it's this, that, and the other thing. Now, we don't have any walls on us. Let's hope we have some in one of these boxes. 'Cause we're going to need to get some walls up there on the third thing just to save us a little time. Don't see any there. I'm pretty sure Mystic probably has some in her box as she pre-filled these 3 boxes massively to start building this nice little house that she's doing. And we're going to always want to go with stone. Especially in the trap, because any old dino is going to go ahead and eat right through wood walls. So we really don't want to be building with wood anywhere on the trap in any way, shape, or form, because this is an early game trap boat. It's going to take a beating. There's whales out there, all kinds of other things that like to just destroy everything. Just using walls up here at the top end, just because. You could have it all the way door frames up if you wanted. In some cases, you might want to put another gate at the back. I don't. What I really do want to do, though, is put door frames at the back. And the reason being is, especially if we're 2 people, but one it works, is I'm going to be luring dinosaurs into this trap so I can tame them from the safety of my raft. And if a dinosaur is chasing me and I run through like this, now he can't really kill me, but he's still aggroed on me and he's in the trap. So either A, my partner can go close the door, or with a little bit of luck, I can run around real quick like this and close the door before he or she has time to turn around and get me. So that's just fantastic. That's a standard in most traps I build, whether they're on ground or not. I like to get these too high because sometimes the arrows just end up hitting the ceilings or darts as you're shooting them. On this side, I won't put door frames for the security of the driver, as well as when I'm going in and out of my village or my house that's going to be built here. I don't want any dino that's aggroed in there to be messing me up. So we'll just get the rest. Let's get the rest of these walls placed real quick. And this essentially takes care of our trap. As you know, I'm not going to bother putting on the door. I think you guys understand how to place a gate there. That's our trap. That's done. Boom. So now we've got a trap raft. But I still don't have beds yet. I might have built one on the beach for now, depending how safe my area is. But in general, I'm not. The only thing I'm putting on a beach when I start first part of the game, the safest area I can find, I'm going to put a couple boxes, a fireplace, a foundation, couple things I need, and I'm pushing all my efforts into building this raft, because this raft is a game changer in the early game. It gives me freedom of movement, allows me to trap animals, allows me to respawn, all that sort of stuff. So now we want to get up our house. We're probably going to need some more walls for that. So let's see if we can grab a few more. Stealing all Mystic stuff, but she won't mind. Well, she will, but I'll have to replace all these things, of course. Lucky Mystic has an extremely big stash. I don't think we're going to need any more ramps, so let's just dump the weight. I'm not, especially in the early game, I'm not going to waste any, I'm not building any windows or window frames. If you're on a PvP server, someone can sneak in through your window and take stuff off your body. Now, for visibility when driving the raft, I mean, you may want to leave yourself some decent visibility, but the reality is if I hit the K button, I can zoom back and get a good look at where I'm going. Hit the K button again to steer. The steering will be ineffective like this. The boat won't turn, but it'll still drive straight. So I can head in a straight line, have a nice view, even check the water for sharks. K button is a big time button when you're driving that raft. As we build more and more stuff on it, we lose our visibility. Alright, so let's just get our house up. I mean, this is, at this point here, there's not a whole lot more you don't already know, right? And one thing about the house, one thing we could do if we had an ability to build a little bigger on the platform, we could get a second trap right here. Same story, get your gate up front, and put your house on top of the trap. What you may not want to do is use ladders on a raft. What happens when you get off a ladder is you jump. And if the raft's moving, you're in a tribe and your partner's driving. If that raft's moving, you may have a bit of a problem. When you jump, you'll jump right off the raft. So your driver's going to have to know every time you jump to stop the raft. It's like jumping in an airplane, right? You're going to move a couple inches. Well, in Ark, you move a lot more than that. So I tend to use ramps to get up to the second level as opposed to ladders. I may put one ladder inside my house to go up to the hatch, but it's rare I use ladders on rafts just for simplicity. And again, because I'm early game, Well, I'm not actually, but in this example, we're pretending to be early game. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of fancy stuff. We just want to get this thing up. We want to get this thing safe and ready to go. Let's go see if we can get some ceilings. You can tell nobody's around here. I'm invisible right now for the purposes of buildings. These dinos are just kind of like, hey, what's this guy up to? But they're not too interested in me. We came here to get some ceilings. Doesn't look like we have any. Let's go rob our tribe mates again. Thank God this box was here. I was not prepared for this, eh? Again, like, yeah, it might look nice with wood, but we don't want that. And also, these happen to be S plus pieces. But look, guys, it doesn't matter whether it's S plus or vanilla. You're going to get the same basic build there. And look how long. I mean, it took a lot. It'll take longer to grind the mats, of course, but even on official settings, if you can... this is with one person, it's a couple hours. With two people, we've gotten this done very fast. And literally, the last time we started on the island, we spawned and we swam to Herbivore Island. We took the chance. And on Herbivore Island, boy, that is a great place on the island to build your raft. Nothing's going to mess with you. You can work calm. There's trikes there ready to be tamed. And from there, you take your raft and you go to the harder parts of the map. So that's it, guys. Look at how easy that was. If you want to trap Argents, you can have a few ceilings ready to go in a box, and you would just place those, and you can bring an Argent in there, and he won't get out. And even if you die, you have your beds, you have your mortal pestle, you have your boxes, you have everything right inside here for you. So you'll be respawning right in your work area. As a minimum in my raft, what I like to get right off the bat would be the mortal pestle, the smithy, and some beds. With those items, a couple boxes obviously, with those items you can go ahead and roll up to an area where there's some metal accessible, a forge, get that forge in there, and beyond that, in my complete raft, I'll usually have a couple other items. So we're going to take just a quick run past through this base here to take a look at the original raft I built when we started on this server, which is a few weeks ago. The original raft I built on PvE Island, me and my brother, just two of us. Took no time at all. Once the raft was built, we had a trike in it, an ankylo in it, that we tamed, or maybe a doed, I don't remember, that we tamed on PvE Island. And we drove that raft right up here, which is a dangerous area. But we pre-built 6 or 7 gates with frames, put them in a circle right here, threw everybody inside there, chuck a couple beds in there, and bing bang boom, we were good to go. So it's just, in all honesty, if you're new at the game, there's really only one way to start it, and that's just the way we did. So here's an example of what I built complete. You can tell we're S plus because we have the double doors. That won't be available on vanilla. If you take a look inside, we got our beds, and I name my beds. See, raft admin, so I know it's on the raft, okay? Because this raft might be right close to my base. I got my smithy, I got my forge, I got a fireplace, and I got a box. I like tables because it makes things nicer. I got 2 mortar and pestles here. And in my box, normally, it's not the case today, but if you're smart, you'll keep all kinds of taming stuff in here. Spike walls, you know, all kinds of stuff you might think you need out on the road. And that's just fantastic, guys. So that'll wrap up the video. Hopefully you picked something up or I was helpful. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. All the links are down there for you guys, and we do play on a 5-map cluster, friendly. I'm the admin of it. Mature and friendly as well, with about 2,800 hours now experience adminning. If you want to know a little bit about my admin style, there's some videos right on this channel that I share some tips in what I do. You'll see another video right on this channel about fancy wall building. That's what I was using to show the people, so feel free to take a look at that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day. This is Biggs Around. I'm always around. That's why that's my name. Y'all take care now.